I think there were a couple. One was, I think, his failure to forcefully and promptly reply and rebut the scurrilous allegation that he lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Clearly, all of the Western powers and their respective intelligence agencies got this wrong. And when we went in, we did not find the storehouses of chemical weapons and the rest that we suspected. I think had the president more forcefully rebutted it, taken through the country and the critics his thought process, and explained that even with a potential for weapons of mass destruction, that it was a calculated risk worth taking, I think he would have benefited, I think the country would have benefited, and I think we would have perhaps avoided a very acrimonious time in our political history. I think the other mistake he made was in the beginning of his second term. He chose to pursue Social Security reform, and it was a reform that was not based, as the current discussion is, on just preserving the solvency of the Social Security fund, but on individual account plans. That plan went really nowhere very fast, and he lost, I think, a lot of credibility, a lot of time. And I often wonder if he had flipped priorities and tried to pursue immigration reform right after the election, whether he would have gotten farther. If you recall, by the time we got to immigration reform, he had lost a little bit of oomph by that time. The war was beginning to take a toll on his popularity, and he couldn't get that through either. And I think it was an important issue. It remains an important issue, and I think it would have been a huge change in the dynamic for the Republican Party to have embraced a comprehensive immigration plan that, on one hand, did look to border security, did look to the rule of law, which is very important to conservatives, but also took a humane position towards treatment of those people who are already here and who will be here no matter how difficult we make it for employers to hire illegal immigrants. So I think those are two of the big ones, but I'd be interested to hear some of his and see if he agrees.